What we're going to allow is an amendment process. It's 4 separate bills that will be in one rule to be put on the floor, and everybody will be able to vote their own conscience in their own district. They can vote up or down on the Israel aid, the Ukraine aid, the Indo-Pacific, and then this separate package that we have with other national security measures. We've included a lot of innovations here. It is different than the Senate's bill. For the Ukraine piece, for example, we've introduced the loan concept. The Repo Act, so any funding that goes to support the government of Ukraine is converted to a loan. We introduced the Repo Act, which is the seizure, as you know, of corrupt Russian oligarchs' assets, and that could be used to fund the resistance in Ukraine as well. We have sanctions for Iran and Russia and China, the aggressors who are causing all this problem, the new axis of evil. We have a lot of new changes in here. We have accountability and a strategy shift as well. Because what we've said is that the White House has to provide to Congress within 45 days of this bill being signed into law an actual strategy, a plan to show what is the objective in Ukraine, what is the end game, how are we going to get to that, and how are we going to show absolute accountability for the weapon systems and all that. Importantly, people need to understand, on the Ukraine piece, for example, 80% of the money that would be allocated in this legislation is for replenishment of our own weapons and stocks. I mean, this is something that makes sense. What we're doing is funding America's industrial defense base. These are jobs in America building weapons that we use and that other countries buy from us. And that's what that will go to fund. So there's a lot of other innovations in the bill. We're very anxious to get the assistance to Israel, our dear friend and close ally over there in the Middle East, in the middle of a war for justify their very existence. They need the assistance now, and we should be providing it to them, and that's our intention to do it as quickly as possible. The Indo-Pacific is to face down China, and all these pieces are very, very important. I think it's important to the American people. I think all of the members of Congress will have the opportunity in single subjects to vote their will and their way on that, and then we'll put that together, send it to the Senate, and get those obligations met.